Have you already written off Lewis Hamilton? 12 years of dominance and just one bad Saturday. And suddenly, fans and critics alike are ready to say, he's done. But what if I told you this isn't the story of a fading legend? It's the rise of a silent revolution inside Ferrari. When Hamilton recently said, "There's a lot going on in the background that's not great," most people chalked it up as frustration. But that wasn't a complaint. It was a warning, a quiet signal, a chess move. Inside Ferrari, one man understood it. Riccardo Adami, the engineer assigned to help integrate Lewis into the red team, has reportedly become much more than a technical liaison. He's becoming a translator of rebellion. After that controversial qualifying session, Hamilton didn't lash out. He didn't shout. He whispered a line so cutting it never aired. You ask for feedback, then ignore it when it threatens your plan. Now, let's break down what really happened. During FP3, Hamilton requested a setup focused on rear stability. Leclerc, on the other hand, wanted more rotation into corners. Both valid preferences. But here's the twist. Hamilton's setup was implemented, then mysteriously reversed overnight. Telemetry logs showed that crucial changes, ride height, differential preload, were dialed back without his approval. By qualifying, his car was no longer configured for his driving style. And he knew it. He told the team, "It won't hold under braking." They didn't listen. It wasn't just a setup mistake. It was a strategic override. Not from Adami, not from Hamilton, but from higher up within Ferrari's performance group. While Leclerc kept his preferred balance and handling, Hamilton's tools were taken away. And in Formula One, that isn't just sabotage, it's a message. Hungary wasn't just a race, it was a demonstration. Ferrari's playing favorites, and Hamilton isn't the chosen one. And when Hamilton needed simple adjustments in Parc Fermé, front brake tweaks, setup refinements, he was denied again. Yet Leclerc got clearance for tire blanket recalibration, a change that impacts race performance. Two drivers, two standards, same team. Hamilton didn't explode, he observed. And then came the meeting. In a closed briefing room, just hours before the race, Lewis calmly asked the question that froze the room. Do you want two cars? Or just one? That wasn't an attack. That was a challenge to the illusion of equality inside Ferrari. Leclerc was on pole. Hamilton was starting P12. The narrative was set. But Hamilton was no longer asking for fairness. He was exposing its absence. And Adami? He didn't flinch. He simply nodded and turned the page in his strategy book. A quiet show of loyalty. Then came lap 43. Leclerc's voice cracked over team radio. Why am I losing time? Something's wrong with the car. At first, it sounded like to ear drop-off. But insiders say there was a hidden flaw. A hairline chassis misalignment on Leclerc's car. It had shown up earlier in vibration metrics. Ferrari saw it and chose silence. They gambled that clean air and track position would cover it up. But when the car stopped responding, Leclerc realized something critical. He had been sent out with a compromised machine. Irony? Hamilton, feeling politically sidelined. Leclerc, technically betrayed. Suddenly, the golden boy began to doubt. And someone noticed. Adami didn't make an announcement. He didn't switch teams. But something changed in the final third of the race. Hamilton started receiving real-time feedback. Brake balance updates, tire deltas, competitor lift points, the kind of data Ferrari usually filters through layers. One word was repeated over team radio: trust. It wasn't about tactics. It was about intent. Adami was signaling something bigger. Loyalty to the racer, not the politics. This wasn't a rebellion. It was a realignment. And for Hamilton, it was confirmation. He wasn't alone. After the race, Ferrari didn't explode in anger. They split the post-race debrief. Leclerc sat with the top brass, strategy heads, technical chiefs. Hamilton was placed in a smaller room with just Adami and 2 engineers. No Bonotto, no Vassar. The reason? Time optimization. The reality? Containment. Ferrari wasn't punishing Hamilton. They were isolating him. But Adami followed and brought with him the full raw data log, not a summary. The entire stream. And that sent shockwaves through the team. But the biggest sign that something is changing inside Ferrari came from a man who had said nothing all season. Laurent Mekies, former Ferrari insider. Now with Visa RB. Caught off record by a French journalist near the paddock, Mekies was asked about Hamilton's adjustment to Ferrari. His answer? It's not that Lewis is learning Ferrari. It's that Ferrari is learning Lewis. Some don't like what they're seeing. That's not a prediction. That's a confirmation. Hamilton isn't trying to take over Ferrari. He's exposing its contradictions from the inside. Hamilton doesn't need to overthrow Ferrari's power structure. He just needs to reveal its flaws. Precisely, methodically, with Adami by his side. This isn't just about 2025. It's about rewriting what Ferrari stands for. Not nostalgia, not blind loyalty, but performance with autonomy. The Hungarian Grand Prix wasn't a defeat. It was a signal, a line in the sand. And those who thought Hamilton looked isolated missed the truth hiding in plain sight. This is how revolutions begin. Quietly, from within, with data, and one engineer who dares to listen. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.